Ladies and gentlemen, to receive the Johnny Carson Lifetime Achievement Award, the patron saint of comedy, Mr. Don Rickles.
I want to go home. It's a long night. All you serious comedy shows won. I don't care. No, God bless you. It's so great to sit here for 17 hours watching you all bow and roll. And the meal? Where do you get lasagna with no forks? And you people in the balcony, God bless you. When I blow... Here's some raw meat. No, God bless you. You guys make the light come on. I'm gonna start with a very short thing. I must tell you, to you young people, to you elders, Johnny Carson was the lifeline of Nightline and the master of what he did. He was, when the light came on, you felt you were somebody important. He never made you a little guy. And I'll tell you from the very beginning, in New York, I first went on The Tonight Show, scared to death, standing in the wings, saying to my wife, who I'm married to for 47 years, who I love dearly. And she said, listen, just don't be nervous. That's the way she is. Don't be nervous. And I walked out and I said, and we had notes, and we were going to talk about a battleship or whatever. And Johnny looked at the notes and said, how's your mother? Nothing to do with what I was going to say. And we did 20 minutes of fun together. I said, you never liked my mother. What are you bringing that up for? And we went from there. That man had a magic to make you look good. God rest his soul, I know. Tonight he would be saying, what did you give it to him for? But we had such fun. And we mixed socially. And when we went out with Johnny in New York, and there was a man that Johnny knew, there was, what you saw, I think you saw that clip with Frank Sinatra and Johnny and I. And Frank Sinatra, rest his soul, was magic. You guys don't know. He and Carson, they walked into a room and the room stopped. And Frank was always the same way, backstage with me. Get out of the way, Jew. We had great times together. And Johnny always said to me, Don, let's go to the house and have a drink. That was a mistake. Anyway, but then when his head cleared and he knew life was so precious, he became a man that you got up in the morning and said, my God, this guy is somebody. But I see many people in this audience, and I realize tonight I'm the biggest name here. I must say, Robin Williams, thank God he mentioned me at the end. But he was very close to losing our friendship. But, no, that's a joke, Robin. Ha, ha, ha. Anyway, when I hear Jon Stewart introduce me, I am so proud. He is a man that has known comedy and has great grace. So many of you young people learn from a man like Jon Stewart. Learn from a man like David Letterman, who, when I was really on my ass, came up and said, hey, Don, be on my show anytime. And of course, Johnny is accepted. And a young kid like Jimmy Kimmel, charming, sweet. He didn't know he was a football guy with baseball and football. I came on and we talked. He was so beautiful and kind to me. And Jay Leno, who always tried, we'll play Can You Top This in his mind. But he never won. But I say this, but Jay was a good friend and still is. And Robert De Niro, who did a wonderful, wonderful tribute to me. And Bob is a great guy that doesn't like to speak at open things. He really doesn't. We did Casino together, and the first time we worked together, I said, roll him. Marty should say, roll him. And Bob came into the scene and said, I said, Marty, this guy don't talk. He said, shh, don't make a thing, don't make Marty, I don't want to kiss his ass. You don't talk, Marty. And then we got to know each other. And then I sat in his trailer, and he taught me how to drink tequila. Anyway, but life with De Niro was a charm. And as Bob sits here tonight, I thank you so much because I respect your talent. And you and Grace, they got engaged at my house in Los Angeles. And my dear wife and I were so honored to know that. And Bob, what I say from my heart is true. You are an artist that these young people can learn. Because as we worked together, he said, well, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? And then I was greater than you. But I'll tell you this. But you are definite genius in the field of acting. And you young people and you elders, never forget it. This man walks to a scene and it comes alive. Actors, directors, remember that. And I'm just a warm-up compared to that. But I tell you, as I stand here tonight, Johnny, on behalf of my wife, Barbara, my daughter, Mindy, and my family, I am sorry I'm not the funniest guy tonight, and I certainly don't deserve to be. But where he is in heaven, and when you people sit here tonight, remember, some of us are still going strong and hanging in there. And Johnny, thank you for this.